Hi there guys, welcome to Guitar Interactive Magazine. My name's Tom Quayle and I'm back with another review, this time a nice pointy guitar. This is the Washburn Parallaxe and I'm going to have to look at the model number because it's a fairly long name. It's the PXS10 FRQTR. Okay, now the idea with these models from Washburn are that they are mid-priced kind of guitars but with high spec components so that you won't have to change them aftermarket, as they say. So you can buy the guitar, nothing will need changing on the instrument. It's already got high spec components and all of the frills that you would expect from a high priced boutique guitar but with a lower price. So they've managed to keep the construction cost down basically. And I have to say I'm pretty impressed, even playing it for the short period of time I've had the guitar. It's really well put together and a very high spec instrument for a very good price. So let's, as usual, start up at the headstock, work our way down and I'll tell you what's going on in terms of construction and hardware. Starting up at the top here, nice pointy headstock. Obviously within a specific, or meant to fit within a specific genre. It's obviously kind of a metal or a lead guitar for rock guys. Looks good design. We've got 6 per side tuners here. These are Grover 18:1 ratio tuners, so nice high spec tuners here in terms of the actual accuracy. Very nice indeed. We've got the Parallaxe truss rod cover, Washburn logo, and obviously this is a matching headstock veneer on the front. If I turn it over, there's your Grover tuners. Nice bit of contouring design on the neck here, or sorry, on the headstock here, coming through to the neck. Now, the other thing you'll notice straight away is this has got the Buzz Phaeton tuning system on. Certainly not something you'd expect on a guitar that's sort of that mid-priced region. And a really nice addition. If you don't know about the Buzz Phaeton tuning system, basically it's an adjustment that's done to the nut when the nut's put on the guitar that basically allows the guitar to be slightly more intonated or more in tune basically in areas that it would normally be slightly out of tune, specifically sort of between the G and the D, the open G and the D string, the open G and the D on the B string and various other points. The guitar is just more in tune. It certainly works. I've had it on a few of my guitars and never had a problem with it. So to have it on a guitar at this price range is a really nice feature. Then we've got a locking nut here. Obviously to match the Floyd Rose, which we'll have a look at in a second. Nice addition, very solid. Can't see any issues where that's been mounted on there at all. It doesn't feel like any corners are being cut at all. Nice and solid, as I say. Moving on to the neck, we've got an ebony fretboard with super jumbo frets. These are huge, so this is really easy to play. Maple neck, that's a thin, obviously shred style neck, which is very appropriate for the guitar. Makes it really easy to play. Not particularly too wide this way either. And the scale length is 25.5. So all in all, it's quite wide frets down the bottom. Obviously we've got 24 frets, so it needs to accommodate the longer scale length, but really super easy to play. Set up with a really good action, not actually as low as you might expect. Notice I didn't say want because it's so easy to play, but actually with the action a little bit higher than some other companies might set a guitar like this up. The sustain and the resonance of the guitar is actually a lot higher than you would expect for something with a Floyd Rose and a locking nut. Really impressive actually. When you play the strings open, just acoustically, they ring for days. So really impressive. Very nice fretwork, can't feel any issues on here at all. It's got rolled fret edges here that have been done very nicely indeed. Nice little dot inlays. I'm getting more and more into these very subtle little dots rather than having the big dots on the fretboard. I think they look a little bit classier for a guitar like this. And then you've got the dots across the top. Nice inlay here. It's obviously the logo that goes with this particular model of guitar. Really well done. Again, can't see any issues with that at all. It's just a nice looking inlay. So no issues on the neck at all. Feels very comfortable. Moving up to the body, we've got the Stevens extended cutaway here, which you may know from the Nuno guitars, the N series of Washburn guitars. Apart from anything, it looks really cool. But the idea is this is a bolt-on neck. If I turn it over, If you've never seen these guitars, you'll have never seen a neck joint quite like that before. Quite a clever design. So it's sculpted across here. The neck wood, or the piece of wood, is obviously much wider here. And then the bolt-on goes right the way across the center of the body. And this allows basically for this large contour here and here, allowing your thumb to come right up for the upper fret access. Really clever idea. I don't know why they don't put it on all of their guitars, but I mean on this it's a very nice addition, again, for the price. And I think you're going to hear that a lot through this review. For the price, the features are really, really high. Mahogany body. Again, absolutely solid, no issues to speak of at all. The neck joint is really, really clean. The little sculpting across here is very, very clean indeed. Finish is very nice, it's not too thick, it doesn't feel sticky or gloopy, just high spec basically. We've got the covers here for all the electronics and for the springs, again, just standard fare, so nothing really to talk about there. Turning back over. Hardware spec on the actual pickups and the bridge is nice and high as well. We've got Seymour Duncan Jazz and a distortion in the bridge. Both of which are coil tappable by pulling up on the tone and the volume control. Obviously the volume control is tapping the neck humbucker and the tone control is tapping the bridge. Really nice pickups these. I mean, a lot of guys will buy a guitar and stick these exact two pickups in, so they've obviously really thought about the combination of pickups. We all know Seymour Duncan, and the jazz and the distortion go very, very nicely together indeed. Then we've got a proper, fully licensed Floyd Rose. This is the real deal, obviously matching with the headstock. A lot of guys say this is the best version of this tremolo available. It's the original and the best. Certainly looks the part and seems to function very, very nicely indeed for dive bombs, small waggles of the bar, and for things like flutters. Responds very nicely. I can't hear any spring noise. It's not sticking at all. You've obviously got up. It's routed out underneath, or routed out underneath, so you can pull up. Very nice indeed. Volume and tone control, as mentioned before, and then a three-way switch. Simple as that, basically. Now this actually, with the coil taps, allows for quite a few different tonal combinations. So a very, very good guitar so far. Let's have a listen to how it sounds. I would imagine, I should also mention the veneer flame on top, or quilt actually in this case. It's just a veneer, but certainly looks the part. Very, very cool. So as I was saying, I should imagine that these pickups are going to sound absolutely fantastic with all kinds of settings on the amp. So we're just running through the studio amp here. Start with the clean channel. Bridge pickup, quite high output this, so it's going to drive the channel. We're going to struggle to get completely clean sounds here if I pick hard, but at the moment, in humbucking mode, we get this. Okay, moving into single coil mode, so lifting up the tone control, we now have. So nice, pristine, clean tone. Obviously still driving a little bit because we're on the bridge single coil here, but a very convincing single coiled sound. Moving to the middle position, so we've got both humbuckers together, no coil taps going on here at all. And then we can coil tap either the bridge or the neck. So here's the combination. We'll start with just the bridge. As you'd expect, adding a little bit more brightness. If we coil tap the neck instead of the bridge. So more into sort of position 2, position 4 Strat territory, which is really cool for this kind of guitar. And then pull both up. Okay, so that kind of hollow mid-dipped sound is available from this kind of guitar, which again, if you had just a three-way switch with two humbuckers, impossible to get that kind of a sound. So nice to have that versatility. Okay, in the neck position, obviously we can have coil taps or humbucking sounds on our clean tones. So we get this. It's a much more subtle, dynamic pickup, this one. So it performs very nicely. If we coil tap now. So a whole range of really nice clean tones available from what is effectively just a 2 pickup guitar. So nice to have those 2 independent coil taps on there rather than just a single switch or pull switch on the tone control to coil tap both. If we switch over to overdriven sounds now, starting on the bridge pickup, the Seymour Duncan distortion, we get this very crisp, very tight sound. As you can hear, the bar's doing a great job here. Not going out of tune. Okay, now if we were to do, before I switch pickups, if I just do little flutters. Again, I'm hearing and feeling no buzz from the springs, no rattling at all. All feels very, very solid indeed, as you expect from a proper Floyd Rose. So that's certainly doing its job very well. Fine tuners work very nicely as well. If I now coil tap that particular pickup. So again, cool sound, you've got that kind of slightly more brittle quality from the single coil. Back to the middle position now. And again, coil tap the bridge position. And then coil tap the neck. So again, very Strat-like, unusual for this kind of a guitar, mahogany bodied with two humbuckers. And then into the neck position. So really cool sounds. Again, coil tap. Very versatile guitar indeed. As mentioned, much more versatile than you'd expect for a pointy shred guitar. So certainly doesn't fit itself into that pigeonhole. Although it is perfect for that style, you could certainly use this for a lot more than that. So all round, pretty impressed with this guitar. Washburns are known for quality instruments. After all, Nuno plays Washburns and has done for years and years. But this is, this is something really special actually for the money. I think this can be highly recommended. Great hardware. How nice to have a guitar in that mid-price range where you don't have to change anything on the instrument at all. Comes straight out of the box, with all the right components in. So very well done, Washburn. I think it's a great guitar. Hope you've enjoyed the review, and I will see you next time.